First line, first line, first line. All of these cemented societies and toxic chemicals are destroying our unique cultures. And if we keep using them, then there will be no more future. For this separation from the soil can only last for so long until we realize that we have been wrong all along. For there's nothing more important than our connection to this earth. There's wisdom in the trees and divinity in the dirt. For the foods that we grow and the bees that we keep will keep our lives sustained for endless centuries. But the more we ignore and the less that we care, then the deeper we will go into the depths of despair. People struggling, not knowing how to survive, getting caught up in the thought of an eye for an eye, or even worse, it'll be a life for a meal. This nation's degradation will simply seem so surreal, and it may sound crazy, but it ain't that far away. We can't rely on TV for the truth to be conveyed. It can be so easy if we just listen to the trees. For they know so much more than we ever will, so to them it must be made into a ritual where we visualize that the plant life is connected to the very fibers of our existence. Without them, we die. There is no other decision to be made. It's all so clear. Everything we need, you see, it's all right here. For through the power of our hands and the courage of our will, we are guided into a deliverance and a freedom we can actually feel. Thus revealing the pains of the past and healing any damage done with the sunny forecast. For the greatest gift that we have to give is the expression of beauty through the way that we live. And the moments that matter when making decisions, they come from the thoughts which define our living situations. Being laced with courageous contemplations and dedications creates a whole new way of being one with this land. Displaying the wisdom with the use of our hands. Amazing trailblazing through serene surroundings uplifts the spirits to the hearing of sounds when voices are speaking through the wind in the trees, decreasing each heartbeat to a calm, gentle breeze. And all that can be said in these moments of bliss is nature is our way to a true happiness. And if you don't want a life of chemicals and death, eat a diet rich and organic, raw and unprocessed, fruits and vegetables full of the proper nutrition to help the body optimize its own intuition. And what a blessing it is to be living in these days. There's so many choices to help pave the way to enjoying getting younger with the coming of age. With the sun and its wisdom, absorbing each ray. And do you remember being barefoot in the grass? The way it felt like a glorious mass. Each toe singing sweet symphonies about the connection between the earth and your feet. And what a treat it is to be out in Mother Nature with so much beauty. How can we repay her? Big agro companies, please do us a favor. Stop spreading your disease and environmental danger. Because we only have one body and we only have one planet. Depending on how we treat them determines how we vanish. The time has come right now to reverse all this damage. It begins with each one of us learning how to manage our responsibility to simply be more conscious about the foods we eat to put an end to this nonsense. Heart disease, cancer, prescriptions of death, people living in agony until their last breath. All of this chaos can and will be put to rest by eating organic plant food, raw and unprocessed. So let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food. What a simple yet profound universal truth. With obesity, we see just how much it's proof that we can't rely on the convenience of our fast foods. So slow it down and look around into your kitchen. You will find the divine in all that has been missing. Cellular rejuvenation, plant-based nutrition, enzymatic activity enhancing your digestion. This type of blessing becomes self-evident. Just give it a try and you will find these foods to be heaven sent. Mangoes, avocados, watching the seed grow, sprouting into a new life because we reap what we sow. Teaching it to our children so they still will uphold these values for generations, because we all have our own story to be told. Yes, we all have our own story to be told. forward. Thank you.